What's up, YouTube? T Movies here. Now, here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films that are coming out this week, whether they'll be theaters, streaming, etc. Alright, here's the films and shows that are set for release this week. Alright, the films that are coming out is, of course, the big one, and that is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, I'm really looking forward to check this one out, especially see how they're going to honor Chadwick Boseman and how could this movie succeed without their leader, and I'm really curious to see how things like that's gonna get home here. The trailers for this have looked terrific. Looks emotional, looks uplifting. I mean, you know as much as I like Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, I'm really more excited to see Letitia Wright Shuri more in action because I love the Shuri character. I mean, she was literally my favorite part of the Black Panther film, of the first one. She stole so many scenes. I cannot wait to see her more in this. I cannot wait to see Riri Williams as AKA Ironheart. I'm so much pumped for this. I'm seeing it tomorrow night. Fingers crossed, I'll enjoy it, but we shall see. All right. We also got Spirit coming to theaters this week, and it's going to on Apple TV Plus next week. Now, of course, this stars Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. I actually was going to go to the premiere for it on Monday, but I wasn't really up to it. Shame too, because I missed out on seeing Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds in person. Got it. But hey, things happen. Anyway, I'm so much pumped for this. I love Will Ferrell. I love Ryan Reynolds. So just seeing those two team together is going to be fun to watch. So hopefully this could be something really cool. We also got The Fablemans, which is of course based on Steven Spielberg's childhood, directed by Spielberg, written by Spielberg. I'm looking forward to check this one out because Steven Spielberg is still the GOAT. Like, he is one of the great, like, to me, he's the, not one, but the greatest filmmaker of all time. When you go back to his films like E.T., Jaws, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, West Side Story, it goes on and on. He is the GOAT and will always will be the GOAT. So I'm definitely excited for this thing. It looks terrific. I'll probably even see this maybe this week or maybe when it comes like nationwide the following. But I'm excited to check this movie out nonetheless. All right, we also got Falling for Christmas coming to Netflix, which stars Lindsay Lohan and the dude from Glee, Troy Overstreet, I think his name is. If you guys don't know much about this one, it stars Lindsay Lohan as a young, newly engaged Harris has a skiing accident in the days before Christmas. After she is diagnosed with amnesia, she finds herself in the care of a handsome cabin owner and his daughter. You could probably take a guess what is going to happen at the end. I mean, is she going to be with him? You could probably take a guess about that. But by the way, Shania actually saw Lindsay Lohan in person because they were having a premiere, and I was actually gonna see a screening of the film, but I got there a little too late, and it's like come first serve type thing. So I didn't really so I was not really lucky enough to see the film, but at least I got to see Lindsay Lohan and Troy in person. So there's that. And Lindsay Lohan, I've been a fan of her for years. Whether you talk about Parent Trap, Mean Girls, Freaky Friday, Lindsay Lohan is just terrific. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I don't care if it's terrible, I'll still watch it just because Lindsay's in it. I mean, come on. I suffered through I know who killed me because Lindsay's in it. So I'll just watch Lindsay Lohan in anything. She's always a good one. All right. Also on Netflix, we got Monica, Oh My Darling, which is about a young man desperately tries to. It's like an Indian film where like a young man desperately tries to make it big with some unlikely allies, and desperately diabolical plan to pull off the perfect murder. Could be interesting. I mean, I don't really know too much about, but it sounds like an interesting synopsis. Also got Lost Bullet 2. I never really seen the first film. Where like after the death of Chiraz, Lino and Julia form the new narcotics unit, determined to find the murders of his brothers and his mentor. Leno continues his hunt and won't let anyone get his way. Okay, could be cool. I have not seen the first Lost Bullet, so I cannot really comment much on that story, but it sounds like it could be really interesting. All right. We got a film called in Her Hands, where like in the months leading up to the Taliban takeover in 2001, Afghanistan's youngest female mayor, Zarfia Ghaffari, deals with danger, uncertainty, and personal turmoil. Gonna be interesting there. Don't really know too much about it because I don't really know much about it there. So, all right, on Netflix, I of course saw this. I did my review for this. It's My Father's Dragon. If you guys don't know much about this, it's more like Elmer, who is having trouble adjusting to his new life, decides to set out to find a wild island and rescue a young dragon. His adventures will lead him to encounter furious beasts, discover a mysterious place, and make a new friendship. It has a really cool voice cast. You got the likes of Jacob Tremblay, Gaten Matarazzo from Stranger Things, Diane Weiss is in this, Whoopi Goldberg, Rita Moreno, Lathan Macer, Adam Brody. The list goes on and on. This movie is terrific. I'm hoping this thing maybe becomes a front runner for the Oscars. Who knows? It is of course based on a book. I got to see. I of course got to see the movie in theaters, and there was like a Q&A with the film's director Nora Towey, I think her name is. She directed The Breadwinner. She does some other stuff here and there. So really terrific film if you guys haven't seen that. All right, we also got on Netflix a documentary called "Is This Black Enough for You?" where film critic Evis Mitchell examines the craft and power of African American films released from the landmark era of the 1970s. Now, it also is directed by Elvis Mitchell. Got stars interview with stars such as Samuel L. Jackson, the aforementioned Whoopi Goldberg, Harry Belafonte, Lawrence Fishburne. List goes on. It sounds like it'd be really intriguing. Looks really fascinating. I always do love these type of documentaries. I'll definitely give this one a go. All right. On Prime Video, got some movie called Autumn Beat, where a young, newly engaged hair. Wait, dang, I accidentally put down the wrong. Whoops, never mind. I'm probably just gonna skip that because I accidentally copy and paste the wrong synopsis. Whoops. And anyway, other films out this week. We got Paradise City, which is directed by Chuck Russell, who has an interesting resume. He directed The Mask, The Blob, Eraser, Scorpion King. And here's what it's about. After his father is violently murdered, Ryan Swan carves his way through the Hawaiian crime world to wreak vengeance on the kingpin he holds responsible. Now, this is actually a movie that stars, you actually got Bruce Willis and John Travolta in this. Uh, you know, it does have a Pulp Fiction reunion, so there's that. Of course, they were in Look Who's Talking together as well. I can't. Because of Bruce Willis, because of his medical condition, it's really hard to really talk anything bad about his films because I really do feel bad. But I've always loved old Bruce Willis, whether it's like Die Hard, last dang it. Not last action hero. Last Boy Scout. I've always loved old Bruce Willis. I still feel sorry for him, like because of stuff he has been going through, and not actually why he's been doing the movies he's been doing. But yeah, I might actually just watch this because I do like both John Travolta and Bruce Willis. Like just those two together could be intriguing, so could be cool. And you also got the Glee dude, speaking of Glee, Blake Jenner's also in this, so that's cool too. So could be interesting. All right, also got a movie called Sam and Kate, where his son. Here's a weird synopsis here. It stars. It's about a son who returns to his small hometown to take care of his ailing father. Now, it is actually led by Dustin Hoffman and Sissy Spacek. It also stars Dustin Hoffman's son, Jake Hoffman, and Sissy Spacek's daughter, Sylar Fisk. And the weird thing is, there's like a romance connection with Jake and Shyla's characters, but what they don't know is their parents are also seeing each other. So that is very awkward right there, but could be intriguing, right? To check out. All right. Also, we got a movie called The Friendship Game, which stars Payne List for all you Cobra Kai fans, and it's about like teens in a small town come across an object with mysterious cosmic powers and a baffling sort of consequences Over the course of a night, the object tests their loyalty and unravels the mystery about their missing friend. This thing looks crazy. I mean, I like Peyton List. I think she is terrific on Cobra Kai, so I'm glad to see her branching out to more stuff. So could be interesting. We also got a movie called Dylan and Zoe, which takes place in Los Angeles for one more night. Zoe decides to reach out to her estranged best friend Dylan. Dylan hesitates, but O'Malley accepts her proposal to meet up. From there, they embark on what will become the turning point of their lives. Okay, could be interesting there. Got a movie called Bar Fight, where like Nina and Alan split everything in their lives after their breakup and must compete in a ridiculous custody battle for their prize-watering hoe in which lines will be drawn, sides will be chosen, and beers will be drunken. It stars Melissa Fumero, who's also from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's also on that Blockbuster show, which I think is really fun. You also got Rachel Bloom from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend fame. Could be interesting. I just saw the trail for this. I love Melissa Fumero, so I'm glad to see her branching out after Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So could be interesting. Check out. All right, also got Resistance 1942, which stars Carrie Ellis, Jason Patrick. You know, yeah, it's been a year since you've seen Jason Patrick in anything. But anyway, Greer Grammer, the daughter of Kelsey Grammer, caught behind enemy lines in 1942, a small of resistance fighters broadcast a message of hope to fellow survivors over the radio as they try to avoid the Gaspio. So, of course, you got Carrie Elwes, who doesn't really do much nowadays, but I love Carrie Elwes, so it could be interesting. All right, now the TV stuff. We got Zootopia Plus on Disney Plus, which I really got to see because I love the first Zootopia. We got The Crown Season 5, which I know there are people who's a fan of The Crown and all. I just never really got into it. I tried watching it. It's not really for me. I mean, I know it has its fans. I do appreciate the roles and stuff like that, but I was just never really taken with the series. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm just not really into like period piece shows. I don't mind period piece movies, but shows sometimes, I don't know. I was not really big with Downton Abbey. I tried Bridgerton to go, which is not really for me. So, anyway. We also got The Warrior Nun Season 2 coming to Netflix. Mythic, which another show I tried, I could not really get into that. Mythic Quest Season 3 coming to Apple Plus, which I actually did start this series. I really got to get back onto it. That show is actually pretty funny. So, yeah, I haven't had any time to actually finish the stuff, but, we got Transformers Earthsparks. Who cares? I saw the previews for that. I love Transformers, but the trailer for this looks terrible. I'm sorry. We also got the English coming to Prime Video, starring Emily Blunt, released from a long-term army service in 1890, Oklahoma. Pawnee Scout Eli Whip is intent on returning north to his ancestral homeland in Nebraska to take a legal land claim. So, yeah, I love Emily Blunt, so I'll probably watch this because she's in it, but I don't know. I'll give it a go. But that's pretty much it here. Lots of really interesting movies and shows to keep an eye out for. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films or shows are you interested in? Are you interested in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Fablemans? Are you interested in Falling for Christmas? Drop a comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon signing out.